Group stages are done into the round of 16, and this video will probably go out after a couple of matches have already occurred. But let's
Yeah.
try to predict those anyway, right? So yeah, jumping right in. Karthik, why don't you take the first one?
Okay, that's the Netherlands versus USA. I'm purely Team USA just because one, Matt Turner, two, I'm in the USA. So that's all. That's all. That's my argument. And Netherlands doesn't have an Arsenal player, so sorry for them. But hey, I am biased.
Yeah, I'm also definitely Team USA. It's going to be really, really exciting and really tense though, because this Netherlands team, they have been really defensively solid the whole time, but their attack hasn't been quite as great. Whereas the US, kind of okay on both ends, I guess. They're defending with their attack in a sense. So it will be an interesting affair. Like this is really hard to call just because of the weird play styles that both teams have. But yeah, Netherlands should go through on quality, I presume, I guess. But I will be rooting for Team USA. All right, moving on to Argentina versus Australia. This has to be a straightforward win. Like, I will be so ticked off if this match becomes harder than it needs to be. Australia have managed to get through the group stages, which in and of itself is a huge accomplishment for them.
Huge achievement for them.
And that is as far as it should go, really. Argentina played really well against Poland, dominated the entire game. A great match against Mexico as well. So they've really come out of the gates flying since that loss to Saudi Arabia. So hopefully this will just be a matter of semantics, and we will have Argentina going to the next round.
Japan, Croatia. Oh my good lord, how have Japan come through in the group of death, surviving the group of death.
Topping the group of death, man.
Exactly, topping it.
And beating Germany and Spain while doing so. Oh, wow.
I think Japan might again go through purely because of the momentum that they're in, and it's a collective. Other teams, I'm really not finding a collective performance. But Japan, there's no one single superstar who's like the be all end all. There's no one player who you pass the ball to and who'll score. It's someone wearing that shirt who's going to pop up at the right place and convert.
Tactically, this seems like it's a good fixture for Japan to go into, so they might actually end up causing another upset in this tournament, right? Moving on to Brazil and South Korea. I mean, it feels almost this is another like great story, right? Like South Korea managing to come in right at the last minute, disappointing both Ghana and Uruguay, who were probably like vying for the second spot in that group, and South Korea just come in out of nowhere. But no way, yeah, no way they beat Brazil. That's just not gonna happen. Brazil probably going all the way to the finals.
Joga bonito, baby. Joga bonito.
Yeah, now we get to the second side of the bracket.
This is France versus Poland. I think we have an obvious winner here. The dominance in squad quality itself just outweighs Poland. Poland, on a man-to-man basis, cannot compete with France, except maybe Lewandowski. And he's also been a little off this season. But the French team, I mean, I think they have two real good sides. Even with injuries, they can still like get through. And I don't think they have any injuries right now, injury concern.
My only scare from this was like he rested a lot of players, and you always fear a loss of momentum when players get game time off. But this Poland team has been pretty bad. They're probably one of the lesser deserving sides to go through from the group stages. If it was Mexico, I would be a little bit more scared for France, but Poland, yeah, I think they'll roll them over.
And I think Deschamps has learned his lesson not to play headless chickens in midfield. A certain Guendouzi who plays for Marseille, I
Hey,
don't
come
know.
on. I mean, I get the Arsenal vitriol, but he has been good. I mean, I feel like he's earned his spot in this
I
squad,
would
but
not.
he's not
Yeah.
a starter. I agree with you on
I
that.
hope
He's
he doesn't
probably
start.
not.
I really
Yeah.
hope he doesn't.
Moving on to England Senegal. Now, this is a juicy one because Senegal is going to be a very interesting challenge for England. They're really strong, just physically, which is something that this England team surprisingly is not very good with. And they have good counter-attacking spirit as well. Again, African champions. So they come in with a certain winner's mentality too. So this will be tricky. I would not be surprised if this was an upset, just because of how resilient Senegal can be. Um, But this match will really need someone like Sterling to kind of show up his knockout club form again. Maybe Harry Kane finally bagging a World Cup goal for England to go through. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one to call.
I
But I
think,
say England probably just edge through.
and I'll just want to finish saying that if he benches Saka, I don't think they're going to win because he's the quality that I don't think any other right winger in England has. Sterling, he's now floating around. He's not fixed to one flank, but dropping Saka from the right flank would be the biggest mistake Southgate could do. So I'm not really going to call this result, but I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see that lineup. This is Morocco, Spain. I was actually flattered how Morocco qualified. Are there any individual quality players? I mean,
Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, man. Ziyech,
no.
Hakimi, Mazraoui.
Again, it's not really one superstar. Ziyech,
Hakimi is a superstar. What are you talking about, man?
but are they really in good form? Look at
Hakimi has been really good for PSG. Ziyech, I agree. Yeah, that he has definitely had his moments. But even Mazraoui is playing where? I forgot. Yeah, I think so.
Bayern. He
Bayern
moved
Munich.
Bayern on a
Oh yeah,
free
he went on a
for-
free to Bayern this season. Exactly, he just moved this season. They're good players, and their midfield has been surprisingly good. I mean, wow, I'm blanking on Amrabat. Is it? I'm pretty sure this is the same Amrabat who played in the Premier League, who is now, I believe, playing in Italy, and he has been really good for them. And again, El Nesri leading the line has actually had a bad domestic season but played really well for the Morocco team. So you're right in the sense that they are actually playing as a team, but they do have some individual quality in there as well.
and then you have Spain, who are masters of possession, like 99.9% possession of the ball. Higher quality players all aboard. Spain might cruise through.
Yeah, they'll have to learn from their mistakes against Japan, right? Because this will be a very similar opposition, I feel, in terms of how Morocco will try to attack them. Ending things up with Portugal and Switzerland. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit later on, but Portugal kind of going under the radar. Not many people talking about their odds of going through, but still feeling a really good side. More importantly, not relying on a certain Cristiano Ronaldo when it comes to goals up front. I mean,
But it hit his hair. It hit his hair, didn't it?
but nobody can argue though that they have incredible quality through the team. But Switzerland is just like, it's a solid team, right? They are really resolute. They showed their mettle against Serbia again, coming back.
Guess who was their man of
coming
the
in
match
3-2.
today?
But he's like, Xhaka is just always incredible for Switzerland. Even at the Euros, he kind of led the line really well. He just has like, and especially this season, he's just hit a whole new level of maturity in the game, which is just unreal. So I would not be surprised if Switzerland managed to eke this result away from Portugal, especially because Portugal have shown a lot of fragility themselves in the defensive area. This is a tough one to call, but I'm gonna say Switzerland beat Portugal to go into the quarterfinals.
Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Come on, Switzerland, do the job. Do our
But
job.
yeah, let us know what you guys think is going to happen, which is going to be the biggest upset, and which teams do you think are finally going to go all the way through, go to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and even the finals. Put it down in the comments below, and we will see you guys next time. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Take care. See you guys next time. Bye.